Hi Noah, I'm going to help you with these two questions. So for this one it says, what is the surface area of the figure below? So you really just need to focus in on each of the shapes. So let me highlight those. This triangle right here. So let's call that triangle 1. Now to find the area of a triangle, it is 1/2 times the base times the height. So notice, this is the base, and this is the height. So just substitute those in, and you'll have the area of that triangle. Now you want to find the area of this triangle as well, which this is a prism. The area of this triangle is the same as the area of the first triangle. So this base is also 6.1. Or this height is also 6.1, and this base is also 5.2. So let's call this triangle 2. So if you found the area of triangle 1, just use the same area for triangle 2, because if you substitute those in, you're going to get the same answer. Now, there's 3 more sides. You see them? Let's do this back rectangle. The area of a rectangle is just length times width. So this one, you just have to kind of work for it a little bit. The one side is 6.1. You know the length of this side? It's also the same length as this. So it is 14.3. So the area of that back rectangle here is 6.1 times 14.3. Now let's find the area of this bottom rectangle. So again, it's length times width. So the 5.2 times the 14.3. And lastly, there's this slanted rectangle here. You can refer to them as whatever. I'm just calling it the slanted side or slanted rectangle. Again, area of a rectangle is length times width. So what is the length? 14.3. And the width is 8.02. So if you multiply those together, you'll have the area of that side. So if you find the area of each of these 5 sides and then you add them up, that will be the total surface area. All right, for this question, it says Anita is painting a rectangular shaped bins for her friends and family members. Each bin is 10 inches long, 8 inches wide, 15 inches tall. So first I'm going to sketch that bin. So for a rectangular prism, there are identical rectangles. So if we look at this kind of box, cube, notice the top one has the same measure as a bottom one. If you think of a container, a box you get in the mail, the top is the exact same size as the bottom. So really, we just need to find the area of one of these and then multiply it by 2 because there's 2 of them. So if we look at just the top, it is, actually let's look at the bottom instead because that's where I labeled it. The bottom is 8 by 10. So the area of the top and the bottom, so I'm just going to write down the bottom, the area of a rectangle is 8 by 10. So length times width. And then the top is the exact same size. So I'm not even going to put 8 by 10. I just know it's the same. Now let's do the same for the right and left sides. Area of the right one, notice that it is 8 by 15. And it is the same exact size as the one on the left. The one across from it's the same size. So I'm just going to write down the right and the left. Same sizes. So this is 8 by 15. So 8 times 15. If I put that in my calculator, I get 120. The left is the same size, so it's also 120. So I'm going to let you do the top or the front and the back. So the front this is 10 across and 15 up. So the front is 10 across and 15 up. So multiply that and know that the back is the same exact size. So once you have all of these answers for the area of each of the sides, you add them up, and that is the total surface area of the entire bin, every single side. So part B says, let's say they are not going to paint the lid, so the top. So what you do is you take the total area, whatever you get from part A, and subtract the area of the top. And that will give you the surface area of everything's being painted. So notice the top area is right here. So you just subtract that. And then for part C, this says, let's say they're just painting the sides. They're not painting the bottom or the top. So not the top lid or the bottom. So again, you're taking the total surface area, so your answer from part A, and you're subtracting the sides that they're not painting. So subtract the surface area of the top and subtract the surface area of the bottom. And that will give you the area that is painted.